Donald Trump promised seniors no taxes on Social Security.
No tax on Social Security.
Can he deliver? Roughly 40% of retired Americans pay tax on their Social Security payments. And that number has grown significantly over the past decade. After dedicating years of your working life, contributing 12.4% of your pay into the Social Security system, many retirees discover that up to 85% of their payments could be taxed. But Trump's new proposal could change everything. On the campaign trail, at almost every stop, Trump said,
no tax on Social Security. And no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors. Remember, no tax on Social Security for seniors.
This could be the first positive change for Social Security recipients in the past 40 years. In the recent past, the only changes have been reduction in benefits by extending the retirement age. Can we even afford this? Well, let's dive in. The taxation of Social Security benefits isn't a recent development. It dates back to 1984, initially implemented by President Reagan. It was designed to only affect higher income retirees, but the threshold for making Social Security taxable has not been raised one penny over the past 40 years. That makes no sense. Singles and widows with incomes between $25,000 and $34,000 annually may see up to 50% of their benefits taxed, while those earning above $34,000 could have up to 85% of their payments taxed. Married couples face similar but slightly higher thresholds, up to 50% taxation on incomes between $32,000 and $44,000, and up to 85% on incomes exceeding $44,000. Those are pretty low income levels to be taxed on Social Security. When this was enacted, it only affected about 10% of Americans. What if these thresholds have been updated for inflation? Let's just say we took those numbers and used historical inflation rates. Where would we be today? Well, check this out. If we took that $25,000 threshold back in 1984 for widows and other singles and inflated it through 2025, it would be over $76,000 today. And that $32,000 number for married couples back in 84, well, that would be over $97,000 today. How many singles are earning over $76,000 in retirement in 2025? How about married couples over $97,000? Not that many. And this is exactly why so many people are being caught by Social Security taxation now. Each part of Social Security has been adjusted for inflation over time except these thresholds. This had to be by design. It's not a 40-year oversight. The government had hoped more and more people over time would pay these taxes, which in my opinion amount to stealing what was originally promised. The debate surrounding Social Security taxation centers on several key issues. First, let's talk about why taxation of Social Security benefits was implemented. Well, supporters of the current system emphasize taxation of payments as a necessity for program sustainability. Social Security was enacted to equitably distribute funds paid into the system. That's why when paying into the system, the more income that you have that is subject to the 12.4% FICA tax rate, the less you will be paid out in your future. That's a concept that's often called the bend point. Social Security was designed as a safety net to support all people in retirement, but to support lower income Americans at a greater rate than higher income Americans. Supporters of the tax would say its design is to make higher income individuals shoulder a larger burden of total benefits. With Social Security facing potential funding shortfalls by 2035 that could reduce benefits to roughly 83% of the scheduled payments, the estimated $1.5 trillion in revenue over the next decade from benefit taxation represents crucial funding. While these taxes alone won't resolve Social Security's financial challenges, their elimination could accelerate the program's path toward insolvency. All right, well, now for the critics. The first and most obvious critique is that taxation of benefit payments represents a form of double taxation. You already paid 12.4% of your pay up to the wage cap into the system through payroll taxes during your working years. Why should anyone be taxed when those funds are paid out? Seems like a fair question. Second, even if taxation of the benefit payments of higher income retirees is the goal, what is actually happening is we are snaring more and more of middle class America in this taxation. If you're truly targeting the wealthy to pay more, why are 40% of retirees paying taxes on benefit payments? When taxation was implemented, only about 10% of Americans ended up paying taxes on their benefits. As I said earlier, we have now quadrupled the amount of people paying taxes on their Social Security payments. According to Retireable, the median income for retirees is $50,290 based on most recent census data. They break incomes down into 3 tiers. Low-income retirees, which are less than $30,000 per year. Middle-income retirees, $30,000 to $70,000 per year. And high-income retirees, $70,000 plus per year. If we are truly targeting higher income retirees with taxation of benefits, well, in my opinion, the threshold should start at around $70,000, not $25,000 or $32,000 as is currently implemented. This tax burden falls particularly hard on seniors who are living on fixed incomes with rising living costs. This is the reason the Trump administration believes no senior should pay tax on Social Security benefits promised to them. Another issue for seniors who want to keep working into their later 60s and 70s, they would be paying Social Security tax on their income at 12.4% per year up to the wage cap, and potentially taxed on the benefits that they're receiving because they are choosing to keep working. To me, this makes zero sense. It is de-incentivizing people from working, which in my opinion, we should never do. Many seniors are working long past 65, either by choice or because they have to. Why on earth should their benefits be taxed because they're still working? This is a quirk that should be fixed immediately. Trump says that he will not cut benefits. As recently as February 18th. On Fox News, Trump told Sean Hannity that Social Security won't be touched. Other than if there's fraud or something, it's going to be strengthened, but it won't be touched. If he is successful, this change would immediately increase take-home income for millions of retirees. This would provide immense relief for those on modest fixed incomes who've been dealing with rising property taxes because of the housing market, rising grocery costs, transportation costs, healthcare costs, and really almost anything else that they want or need to do. This change would also accelerate over time as COLA increases to cost of living would also not be taxed, helping seniors even more. But, and I want to say but, it would also remove a revenue stream from the Social Security Administration. Taxation of Social Security payments is only roughly 4% of the annual taxes taken in by Social Security. Analysts say that without any other adjustments, this could accelerate the need for major changes to 2034, 1 year earlier. What will happen 1 year from now? Will Social Security payments be tax-free for every senior? Will the income thresholds be raised? Or will things be the same? Tax-free Social Security would help enormous amounts of middle-class Americans and avoid double taxation on anyone. But that lost revenue should be made up somewhere. What are your thoughts? Let us know down in the comments. Keep them coming. Social Security has been one of the most successful government programs and provides a baseline for many retirees. We want to keep it strong. As this debate continues, retirees must stay up to date on the current taxation framework in order to effectively plan their financial future, regardless of potential policy changes. And if you own a business and are interested in optimizing your financial planning, you can get started working with me today by visiting celestialwm.com and clicking the Start Here tab to schedule an initial call. Still not sure that you want to talk? Well, head over to my resource center and learn more about my financial planning process by watching my 35-minute complimentary training. And check out this video next for even more ways to supercharge your net worth.